Amaradeva and Ravabandhu Vidyawardana are considered to be the pioneers of modern Sinhala music, but they have one common denominator, and that is Sunil Santha. If Amaradeva and Bandi were students, Santha was their teacher. Without Santha, the history of modern Sinhala music would have been vastly different. So it is just right that we pay tribute to the father of modern Sinhala music today. We will take a look at some interesting facts about the legendary musician and singer. Welcome to our channel. Like and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Let's take a look at the top 10 amazing facts about Sunil Santha. Number 10. Sunil Santha was a multi-talented artist. He was a composer, a singer, a lyricist, and a music director. He composed music for more than 100 films between the 1940s and the 1980s. But his most famous film soundtracks are Rakava and Sandasaya. Sanjay Wardens' Gita Malu Gita was another notable album. Some of his memorable songs include Olu Pibila, Handapana, and Kogala Boga. No 9. Santha is widely regarded as one of the best singers that Sri Lanka has ever seen. He was awarded the title of the father of modern Sinhala music. Sunil Santha was a student of Kavi Kalaratna Edmund Kumbaratunga, and the title of the father of modern Sinhala music was bestowed on him by the master himself. No. 8. Sunil Santha was born on the 14th of April 1915. This date is very important because it happens to be the Sinhalese New Year's Day. He was born in Dehayagada, Yayala, Sri Lanka. His birth name was Joseph John. However, he changed it to Sunil Santha, a name suggested by Edmund Custis. Number 7. Santha lost both his parents when he was only 2 years old. He was raised by his grandmother. According to his own story, when he was 12, he played King Dutagamunu in a village play. One of the villagers adorned him with a battery-powered lighted necklace. It caused such a sensation that people started to talk about the electrified Canyon King. Number 6. When Santha was 14, he left home to go to Shanti Niketan. There he studied music. Later he moved to the Bachchan Music Institute in Lucknow, where he studied under Vishnu Narayan Bachchan. He got his Visharada degree in 1944 and became the first non-Indian Asian to pass the final exam in sitar and vocals in the first division. After graduating from Batticaloa, he returned to Sri Lanka in 1952 and abandoned his English name, Joseph John, and adopted the name Sunil Santha. No 5. While studying in India, Santha regularly contributed to Sri Lankan newspapers. When he returned to Sri Lanka, he was appointed as a teacher at St. Aloysius College, Galle. He was paid a monthly salary of rupees 150 and an additional 50 for traveling. Number 4. In 1940, Santha gave up teaching to pursue music. In 1946, he performed at the Kumaratunga commemoration ceremony. He was then asked to record at Radio Ceylon. Over the next 6 years, he would release a series of popular songs including Olu Pipila, Andapane, Hogal Rela Nege, Boatia Dan Palukan Var, Suwada Rosa Mal Nella, Kokalianj, and Mihikatanalala. The song Olu Pipila is the first song to be recorded at Den Radio Ceylon. Number 3. He was also instrumental in the creation of the first Sinhala opera, which was performed at the Victoria Hall in Colombo. The opera was based on the story of Prince Giacomo, a tragic hero who tries to save his country from a foreign invasion, but is ultimately killed by his own brother. The performance was attended by several prominent figures, including the Governor-General of Ceylon, Sir Andrew Ewell. Number 2, Santha's younger brother Tissa is also a well-known figure in Sri Lankan music. He is the conductor of the popular Sinhala Baila band, the Golden Chimes Orchestra. Number 1. In 1952, Santha refused to audition for Indian classical musician S.N. Ratnajayankar, whom the corporation had brought from India to oversee the direction of music on their station. As a result, he was banned from Radio Ceylon. In addition, his songbooks were plagiarized, and his songs were sold without consent or royalties by copyright violators. So he started to work in other jobs to support his family. These included photography, selling clothes, and electronics. In 1953, he opened a small school at the Maradona Newton building, where he taught 10 pupils for free. Around that time, he had fallen on hard times. His wife and children were living in a house owned by her parents while he stayed in a rented room in Cartagena. There was no regular income, and the once celebrated musician was becoming increasingly desperate. Despite his financial struggles, Santha continued to compose music and mentor young artists. One such student was Albert Pereira, who later became known as W.D. Amaradeva. Amaradeva was a talented violinist and vocalist who had been performing with Sunil since he was 17. Sunil recognized Amardeva's potential and took him under his wing, teaching him the intricacies of music composition and singing. He gave adored Eva 2 of his music classes at Panadura to teach and make a living. Sunil also helped collect money to send Amaradeva for further studies in India. In 1955, journalist D.B. Dhanapala started a campaign to expose Santha's plight and raise some money through his column on Lankadeepa. In 1967, Santha was invited by Director General Mr. Neville Yayaweera to return to the National Radio Service. He worked with W.D. Amaradeva and H.W. Rupa-Singh to audition the artists. In the late 1970s, Santha released 2 albums, Sunil Santha Ji and Cedro Ji. The latter is a collection of songs written and composed by Sunil, with melodies using only 4 notes. The lyrics were based on Sajiri graffiti. The songs are remarkable in that they use traditional Sri Lankan drums and other instruments to create a unique sound. On the 11th of April 1981, Sunil Santha died of a heart attack. Just a few hours earlier, his son Jagat had drowned under mysterious circumstances in a swimming pool. Stricken with grief, Sunil Santha collapsed and died soon after arriving at the hospital. He was buried in the Ambalangoda Cemetery. His funeral was attended by thousands of mourners, including many prominent figures in the Sri Lankan music industry. And that's all for today. Let us know in the comments below which of these facts surprised you the most. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos.